Good morning, human geography folks. I am still talking to you from my house because I am still on quarantine due to the fact that my fiance did come down with COVID-19. But rest assured, we are both doing just fine. I don't even think I ever got it, or if I did, I was asymptomatic. My fiance, on the other hand, she did test positive, but her symptoms were rather mild. So we are making it through. We are safe. We're healthy. I hope the same to you and your family, especially going into this holiday season that we are approaching. So stay safe out there and enjoy yourselves as much as possible. But before you think about the holidays too much, let's talk about today's agenda. Got some stuff to go over with you. First things first, let's start over there in that housekeeping section. Make sure that you guys email me with any questions or concerns whatsoever. I am not there in class, obviously, so if you have anything, it's going to need to come to me by email. And don't hesitate. If you have anything you want to talk to me about, any questions you have to ask, shoot me an email. I will get back to you real promptly. Next down there on the housekeeping, I have some items that should have been submitted recently. And we're talking about things like the Kahoot game. You're supposed to play that Kahoot game, and then you're supposed to take a screenshot of your score proving that you made it through the game, submit that screenshot to Schoology. That gets you 5 points. Most of you have done that. Some of you have not. Get to it. You also, last class, should have submitted journal number 1. And that was just kind of a review of the Middle East map that we did, the homework that we had done a couple classes ago. Remember, with that journal, you should do it as many times as it takes to get a perfect score. That's kind of the idea. It's kind of like a practice quiz that you can take over and over and over again. So if you did not get a 5 out of 5 on that journal, I would go back, take it again, get a 5 out of 5. You can always go view your results so you can see how you did the time before, learn from your mistakes, and then you can use that on the next attempt. So make sure you get a 5 out of 5 on journal number 1. Next, you had the Abrahamic Religions at a Glance worksheet, and this was a Google assignment. So you got a copy of a Google slide deck for each of the 3 Abrahamic religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, and you were kind of compiling the basic facts on those 3 Abrahamic religions. Now, because I'm not in class, I'm not going to be able to go over these homework assignments with you. We didn't get to play the Kahoot game together, obviously. The good news with journal number 1 is it corrects it for you, so you should kind of be able to see where you're going wrong and what you're getting right. But for the Abrahamic Religions at a Glance worksheet, we're not necessarily going to be able to go over it. The good news is, though, journal number 2 that you're going to be working on today is going to review a lot of that information that you did for homework with the Abrahamic Religions at a Glance Google assignment that you did. So you do want to make sure that that one is submitted. And then finally, you were reading 2 pages from the textbook and you were taking that quiz on the Abrahamic religions. So definitely want to make sure that you get those items done if you haven't done so already. I realize we're moving pretty quickly here, but that's kind of just the nature of the beast. Now, I'm going to move over to what I've got planned today for you. So in class today, you're going to be watching the news. Watch the news from today. I know you don't get to do that too often in class, but today I'm asking you to watch the news, and then I'm going to have you, well, actually, a word about the news. If you don't have headphones to watch the news with, you have 2 options. You could either turn your volume down relatively low and watch the news that way, or you could go get some headphones from the back shelf, and you could use those headphones that I have available to you. You would just need to make sure that when you return those headphones, you take them up to the front of the classroom so they can be sanitized before they're put back. So that's kind of the way we'll take care of the news today. After you get done with the news, you're going to move on to the interesting stuff slides. There's 2 of them today. So go ahead and kind of analyze the slide, see if you can answer the question that the cool Mr. Bergman Bitmoji is asking you. And like I said, there are 2 cool looking interesting stuff slides. So check both of those out. And you are going to want to check those out because the Schoology discussion that's going to come after you watch the news, after you look through these interesting stuff slides, after you look through these quote of the day slides, and I've got 3 quotes of the day today. Well, then you're going to be participating in a Schoology discussion, the 1217 Schoology discussion. And so what this Schoology discussion consists of is you're going to be kind of using the information that you've gone over previously in this class, and I'm talking about like previously today, to respond to the Schoology discussion. So after you've watched the news, after you've analyzed the interesting stuff slides, after you've read through the quotes of the day slides, you're going to respond to the following. So you're going to explain which news story you found most interesting and why in a minimum of 2 sentences. You're going to tell me of the 3 Abrahamic religions, which is the most popular and which is the least popular. And then you're also going to tell me the 3 quotes of the day. We know that those are from the sacred scripture of the 3 Abrahamic religions. Your job is to list the 3 Abrahamic religions in the order that their quotes appear. So I've got 1 quote from the Talmud, 1 quote from the Quran, and 1 quote from, well, it doesn't really tell you, it says Matthew 17:20. So you guys are going to have to kind of do some work to figure out which Abrahamic religions these 3 quotes are coming from. Now, all of that information that's being asked for in the Schoology discussion is available in today's agenda. You just need to find it. Once you've responded to the Schoology discussion, feel free to kind of look at some of your classmates' responses, compare them to yours, see what stories they found interesting from today's news, see if they had the same answers as you for numbers 2 and 3. And then you can move on to journal number 2. And journal number 2, like I mentioned earlier, it's a review of those Abrahamic religions. Remember, there's 3 of them. So this journal is going to be worth 5 points. And once again, just like journal number 1, you can think of it like a practice quiz that you can attempt multiple times until you get a perfect score. So I should see everybody getting a 5 out of 5 on journal number 2, just like you should have gotten on journal number 1. And ideally, you complete journal number 2 in class today. Although if you don't, you do have some time at home tomorrow to work on it. Next, the good old Middle East geography review game. Yes, we are bringing it back. We are bringing that review game back because, hey, it's fun. I like watching you guys compete, and it helps you review the geography of the Middle East. So we're not going to be taking a quiz or an exam this unit. It's just been kind of too quick of a unit to justify taking a quiz or an exam. Well, I guess we did take the Abrahamic religions quiz. But you can think of this Middle East geography review game as your geography quiz for this unit. So I've provided you with the link. You're going to use that link to play the game. Once you score 100%, take a screenshot of your score, submit it to Schoology. That's how you'll get your 5 points of credit. But of course, if you want to get some extra credit, the students with the 3 fastest times, you just need to email me your screenshot. That will put you in the running for the extra credit. And like usual, the students with the 3 fastest times will get some extra credit. So I'm excited to see how that one plays out. We'll see if Haley can defend her title. Or if we've got kind of maybe is Vignesh going to make a reappearance. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, well, that's pretty much all I've got for you. Tomorrow, when you guys are at home, you're just going to be watching the news, working on journal number 2 if you didn't finish it in class today. And you're also going to be working on that Middle East geography review game if you don't finish it in class today. But even if you do finish it in class today, you can still play it at home tomorrow, see if you can get yourself some extra credit. Why not? Okay, so, finally, make sure if you're missing any assignments in this class, okay, I would suggest you just go into the grade book and look right now, see if you're missing any assignments. If you are missing any assignments, get those taken care of because they're bringing your grade down, and we want to maximize your grade in this class. So I do accept late work, so go ahead and get those turned in so you can get some credit for that. Okay, other than that, remember, email me if you have any questions or concerns, and have yourselves a great day.